And alright, this is the deciding match. The culmination of the 2012 Tribal Apocalypse Championships. This is pretty much the definitive championships for the Legacy Tribal Wars format on Magic the Gathering Online. And the winner of this third and deciding game will take home the trophy for the 2012 season. And by trophy, I mean a free Huntmaster of the Fells provided by MTGOtraders.com. So, let's see what it'll be. mihahitlor on the play with his mono-white human aggro deck versus Slug on the draw with his Elves. Oh, cool. Slug had to mulligan to 5. Not a good sign. He is on the draw, and there are hot starts possible with Elves, but keep in mind that it's very unlikely that you're going to get to untap with a Priest of Titania or something like that against mihahitlor. All right, mihahitlor says he's taking a risk with this hand. Not sure yet what kind of risk. Ooh, Slug opens on a wasteland, possibly has no other lands. mihahitlor also looks like he kept a one-lander. But if Slug doesn't have another land, that one lander may get there. Okay, now we've got a forest. Could have a priest. Yes, we got a priest. Passing the turn back to mihahitlor. Both players in no trouble on the clock. Another champion. So he kept one land hand, but it did have a mom and double champions, which is a pretty strong opening. And there's going to be a lot of pressure on Slug here real fast, and we got to see whether that Priest of Titania is going to be able to do anything for him. I don't know if mihahitlor played the champion just to get in some extra damage there, or if it did mean that he did not, in fact, have a Path or Swords for the Priest. But now Slug has got both a Priest and an Elvish Archdruid, threatening to untap with both and have an enormous amount of mana available. Okay, a Student of Warfare. Going to pump both the champions. So we've got a 4-4 and a 2-2 champion swinging in. Going to take Slug to 9 unless he wants to lose something, which I don't imagine he would. Mine Slug had to mull to 5, so whether he has a natural order or a fat creature in his hand, I'm not sure at this point. This is a lot of pressure from mihahitlor. This is a key turn. Slug has got to have something on this turn. He's got a lot of mana available. Looks like 9, potentially. 3 from each of the lords. So if he's got something he's got to do... Ooh, Sword of War and Peace. Okay. Reasonable. Could gain him some life if he is going to hit something with it, but that... I'm not sure if he would still survive the crackback. I think he's... Okay, so he is. It's going to gain him 3 life and put him to 12. Okay, yeah, with only 1 land, no way to pump that student, it looks like he should be fine. And that's going to be a really fast clock on mihahitlor, isn't it? That elf cracking in for 4 every turn, plus the number of cards in mihahitlor's hand. mihahitlor kept a 1-lander. So he doesn't really have the potential to empty his hand very quickly here. Alright, and he's going to be able to move the sword over to the Findhorn Elves. Excellent. And so now he's got a pro-white blocker. And now we see putting mihahitlor into red-white, while it was certainly a gamble putting him into his wheelhouse colors, that Sword of War and Peace there. I was wondering to what extent color hosers might show themselves in this final, and Sword of War and Peace, well, not a hoser per se, certainly an excellent choice for Slug. Now, Slug has emptied his hand. Now, we don't know what mihahitlor's got, and he would probably have to be able to get to 3 mana and O-ring that Sword of War and Peace to get it off the board in all likelihood. He's not known for playing Disenchant, so... yeah, mihahitlor's options here are limited, and at this point, mihahitlor can't Alpha Strike because he can't do enough damage, and he would not survive the crackback because he is going to be taking a ton of damage off that Sword of War and Peace. because of this clogged hand with the one land. And he did have a hot start. I mean, you can't fault anybody a double champion draw. You can't fault anybody. For taking a flyer on that, even though it was a one-land hand. All right, so he's going to crack in with a champion, try to get some kind of clock on Slug, but I mean, he's right now looking at taking, if he can't, unless he has a one-mana removal spell in his hand here to dump on an ooze or a priest, he's looking at taking 10 just from the sorted guy, and that should pretty much be lethal if Slug swings all in. He's got an Elvish Archdruid here. Okay, that's going to pump the team. Yeah, that's going to do it. There's no way here for mihahitlor to get out of it. So risky keep for mihahitlor with the one land, but it looked for a second like he had enough one drops here that it might pay off, but the one land ends up clogging his hand, making this sort of War and Peace even more effective than it would normally have been. And so slug360 is going to take home the championship, and he is the winner of the 2012 Tribal Apocalypse Invitational. mihahitlor was the regular season's point champion, but for the second year in a row, the point champion and the tournament champion will be a split decision. So thank you for joining me for my coverage of this event, and I will see you next week when I resume the normal show and tell series in the articles, and there won't be a regular series this week because I've done this coverage. Now there may be a deck tech, I'm not sure on that yet or not, on one of the decks, but for the most part this week it's been just the coverage. So anyways, I will see you next week, and thanks for joining me.